the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready. Hey, go serious.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Here we go, set.
Lance looking to throw it. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. 20. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Finding space at the 40, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he's going to get this down near the 25. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Fournette is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Long, 10. 10 cycles. Ready?
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Bucks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now, first down run there for Fournette, but it won't accomplish much as he'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Brady now on first down.
They'll find Fournette again here.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
On first down, Brady. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7-7, our score after 1. On second down, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's got room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now Brady, maybe a free play here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know when he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout, and that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Niners at 4-8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Being chased out left. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on 2nd down.
Lance will get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Lance now on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brady to throw.
Crossing right, and he hits his man. It's Jones.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Brady to throw again.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And that is incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones. In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Succop for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on, set.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
What a tug of war this game has been. A tie at the half. I remember when I was playing, my coaches always talked about the first 5 minutes of each half. That's where you can gain the momentum and seize an opportunity. We've got one team in position to do that right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. He's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 43-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Brady.
Pass over the middle, tipped, but he still brings it in. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is now 21-14. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching it point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On first down, Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
First downs are in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun.
About the 35-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line.
Blaster. Ultra. Go ultra.
On the jet sweep.
And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Let's go. Right, 97. Shot, 17. Draw, 10. Ready?
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Eluding the pressure right.
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'll be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
To throw is Brady. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Touchdown!
Chris Godwin
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Buccaneers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Here we go. Double 38. Ready?
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Buccaneers.
To throw, it's Lance.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check back.
On the counter, Mitchell.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
43 rail. Fury. Yellow. Come red. Ready.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Now Brady.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 16 yards.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight. Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Trask now on the option right. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Fournette on the counter. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Buccaneers, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.